Modeling is a business. So on top of everything, just getting signed to an agency, just getting to that point is just the beginning. Hey guys, I'm making a video here for you today to talk about the modeling business. Modeling is a business. It's fantastic when you finally get to the point where you get an agent and you get into the business, but then that's when the work really begins. All the models that were successful understood that modeling is a business and you must be a professional. And also, there's so many things that we don't know before we get into the career of modeling. I didn't know, I learned along the way, and I wish I knew because I would have been more prepared and done even better. We can always do better, right? I was pretty fortunate. I was discovered at 16 in Uberlândia, Brazil, and from there, I was sent to São Paulo to work for a little bit and get some experience. And then they sent me to Milan, Paris, London, all the cities you can imagine in Europe. I shot there. And then finally I moved to New York City where that became my base. And from there, I worked my whole career. So I wanna share with you guys all the secrets about the modeling business. So let's go. All right, so the first thing you need to know is that in the beginning, we as models don't get paid that much. We're new faces trying to get into the business and most importantly, trying to get experience. So the first few jobs you do may be only editorials, which is for magazines. They don't pay much, but we all need them to get our faces out there for everyone to see us in the business and to get experience. And most importantly, to get the beautiful photos for a portfolio. Another thing you must do is listen to your agent. They're there to guide you, to help you. Any question you have, you must ask them. Any suggestions they make for you, you need to listen to them. Every model has a different challenge. So some may need to be more outgoing, some may take it down a notch. Some girls may need to learn how to walk better on the runway, some may need to practice more posing in front of a mirror. But the agency is there to guide you. They are gonna suggest what type of photos you need to take to improve your portfolio, what kind of clients you need to work with to move ahead in your career. So listen to them. Another thing is that modeling is not a 9-to-5 job. It's not. It's all over the place. You need to be you need to adapt to so many situations. And once your career gets going, you really have no schedule. You have to be as free as a butterfly because, for example, once my career picked up, I could get a call tonight where I was literally getting out of a yoga class and they would say, you need to go tomorrow to London. And then from there, you're actually gonna go to Rio and then back to China to do another photo shoot. So 3 different jobs, 3 different locations, and I had to run home and pack my bag and go. Whatever, so I couldn't really book classes or appointments too far ahead because my life was all last minute. And you just gotta be ready to go. So you need to adapt with that. It's not a 9-to-5 job. It's very free. We work on Sundays, we work on holidays because it's all about the photo shoot and getting the whole team together. So it may be on a Sunday, on a holiday. It's also not very glamorous sometimes. Of course, we get into amazing situations, beautiful hotels, beautiful locations, but there's some situations that is not glamorous at all. I remember when I started, I would be shooting on a location, let's say in Spain, and we had to change in a van. In a van, the whole crew, because we found the perfect location that was on the beach, and we had to change in a van. And also they have this like portable wardrobe changers that they put on you. How many times I've changed with just a towel wrapped around my body and the stylist helping me. And you just gotta go with that. You gotta go with that. You may change in the craziest places. I was shooting in Times Square, New York, and I had to run inside a Starbucks and it was this crazy, super high fashion outfit. And it's just how it is, So you may be shooting a bikini in the winter or you may be shooting fur coats in the heat of the summer. Another thing that happens a lot in the modeling industry is your hair gets colored, chopped in so many different ways. One thing, they may be trying to get a certain look for you, but another thing is that there's so many hair campaigns. I've done pretty much all of them. And every time they ask you, are you willing to cut and color your hair? And obviously that's your decision. I was always willing to color my hair. Cut, maybe if it was too drastic, depends on that month. Sometimes I would go for it, sometimes I wouldn't. But the color, I always said yes. So I've been red, blonde, brunette, anything you can imagine. And you know what? It's super fun because you go back the next day after the shoot and they put it back for you, the color you had before. Another thing that happens a lot, and guys, please stay tuned
because there's so many tips also about the business
side of the modeling business, how you can thrive and be huge in this career. But first, I'm sharing some fun tips, then we get into the more serious stuff. Stay tuned. Nobody tells you this before you start modeling, but you get so sore. Oh my God, I would be standing on high heels for 8 hours straight. Most of the times, not very comfortable high heels. And you're doing all these contortions and this crazy posing, and by the end of the day, you feel like you ran a marathon. It was incredible. I remember I would go home and just take a bath or go get a massage because you get physically sore from posing all day. Forget about the runway. When you have fashion week and you're running from fashion show to fashion show, it's even worse because you're on your feet all day and it's super fun. Don't get me wrong. I loved every minute of it, but you gotta know that. There's many types of modeling. There's high fashion, commercial, TV commercials, print, e-commerce, and each model fits in a different department. Some models are extremely high fashion, they don't really do commercial stuff. Some models are too commercial, they can't really cross to the fashion stuff. And some are able to do a little bit of both. I was very lucky to be able to do both. And there's also models that only do TV commercials, which that's what I did for a while once I wanted to get into acting, and I loved it. So know that before you get into the business. There's another video that explains there more in depth that I'm gonna link for you down below. Okay, this is very important. The camera can read you. Yes. You know that saying, the camera loves you? Yes. The camera loves you, but you must love the camera first. A model and the camera is a love story. You have to fall in love with the camera, fall in love with the mood you're in. So the camera can pick up on everything. If you're uncomfortable, it will see that in your eyes and your posing and your body language. If you are cold, if you're mad, for any reason, you have to master this art of being in front of a camera and portraying all the feelings and different emotions. That's why it is not only about posing, it's about portraying an emotion behind what you're doing. You have to, in your head, create a little story when you're posing. And most of the times when you show up to work, there's a mood board. They collect different photos which portray the idea they're going for, the image they're going for that shoot. And you gotta pick that up and see what the client needs, and you gotta do that. One thing that may help is acting class. Acting class helps every model, even if you don't want to get into modeling, because it will help you get out of your skin, get out of your shell, feel more comfortable, and just be more free in front of the camera. And also, there's a little bit of acting behind every picture. So that just goes to show that modeling, a success in modeling, is not just beauty. It's a personality. It's the fire behind your eyes when you're looking in the camera. It's how you move and flow in front of the camera. And another great thing is dance class, because that helps you just be free with your body and feel the music. And you gotta feel something when you're taking a picture. That's why also you gotta practice. Have your friends take your photos, do in front of the mirror. Pick your favorite music, create a playlist, throw a fan, because the fan just gives you this extra like boom boom feeling. Put a fan, be silly. I used to do that in my room growing up, and it's so much fun because when you do that on a set, you're gonna feel way more comfortable. So guys, a very important thing now, you have to be tough to get into the modeling business. You have to have thick skin. You can't take things personally. Once you put that in your head, you will thrive. Here's what I mean. It's not personal. It's not against you that the client didn't pick you. They have a specific idea in their mind before they book the model for their job. Maybe they don't. Sometimes they're kind of going, okay, let's see whoever stands out and we'll go with that model. But sometimes they do have a specific idea and look that they want to work with, and you may not fit that look that day, but you may be the perfect look for the next job. So don't get upset. Don't go home and cry if after a casting you weren't picked. And keep working at it. You may book the same job the next year, but it's not personal. It's all about what they're looking for. It is a business, and you are gonna be the hanger wearing those clothes. You're gonna be the hair representing the hair brand. You're gonna be the face representing the makeup brand, and they know what they want. So don't take it personal. Always do your best, always get better, and just know it's a business. And also, I said you should listen to your agent, and that's true. They're there to guide you, and that is very important to get an agency that you trust. You want to Google them, make sure they're working with big models, big brands. They're very respected in the modeling industry, because then you can trust them. But also listen to your gut. If something doesn't feel comfortable with you, say no. I started doing lingerie when I was around 18, but it took me a while to be comfortable on set in lingerie. I was young, I was super shy when I started, and I didn't want to do it. Then once I got more comfortable in front of the camera, I was able to do it. So you also have to be honest in how you feel. Another little secret is we don't get to keep the clothes. No. Sometimes the designers, the clients are very generous, and if they can, they will give it to you. But sometimes it's a sample. They can't give it to you. They don't want it out there yet, so they can't let you keep it. And we go to these modeling shoots, and the stylist just got the best, the coolest bags and hats. How many times I would just go around and be, where'd you get that? Where'd you get that? Sometimes the stylist, if she bought it for the shoot and it's not owned by the client, it's not a sample, they could sell it for me. How many times I went shopping on a photo shoot? And sometimes the client says, we're done with these clothes, we used it, you can keep it. So depends, but like a fashion show and a lot of situations, we don't get to keep all the time. But in many situations, we don't get to keep them. Modeling is a waiting game all the time. You know how many books I read in my modeling career? Oh my God, I actually miss it. You're always waiting. You wait at the agency when there's a casting. You're waiting when you go to an audition for a TV commercial. You're waiting Fashion Week. Oh my God, you're just waiting and waiting because the line is huge. There's so many models. Sometimes it's made by appointment. Sometimes you gotta wait, and you're always waiting. So models will always have an iPhone, headphones, books, whatever you need to bring with you. Entertain yourself. And I took that time as a learning time. You're always on an airplane, long flights, long waits at the airport, flights cancel. You're always waiting. So I read so many books. So just take that opportunity to learn, write down your goals and read books and research. And that's what it is. You're always going to be waiting. And also, there's a lot of waiting between jobs. You may go on a dry spell. There's some months of the year where the clients have already shot what they need to, and there's a slow month and during holidays, and you're just waiting and you're not working, and you can't freak out. You got to keep working on your craft, keep working on your body, right? Doesn't mean you can just go and start eating and get out of shape, because unfortunately in the modeling business, we need our looks to work. So we need to be meeting the requirements for weights and heights, and the skin has to look good. So that waiting time can be used for you to get in shape, join a yoga class, maybe go visit your family, but you're always waiting. Either you're waiting at a casting, at a photo shoot when they're shooting another model, you're waiting, or you're waiting at an airport, you're waiting all the time. Now, another tip, because social media today is super important. When I started, that wasn't part of the modeling industry, but it is today. A client will look at your social media, so will an agent before they hire you. So keep your social media clean. Don't be too technical about it. Post who you are, but keep it clean, keep it professional, because they want to see your personality. They do want to see you walking your dog and smiling. They do want to see you natural with no makeup on, in a natural light, because that's very important also in the modeling business. They don't like a lot of makeup, a lot of too much going on. They like you naturally, because they want to see you how you are in your raw skin, because we are a canvas. Let the client, the photographers, the makeup artists create a look on you. But when you show up for digitals, the agency, they want to see you natural. So keep your social media clean, professional, cute, show who you are, but make sure that it's nice. The last thing I want to talk about the modeling business is discipline. You need to have discipline. The modeling career taught me so much about discipline in so many ways. I first learned 4 languages because when I showed up to work in Europe, I spoke no English. So I had to learn fast on my own in my room. It taught me how to be on time and never be late and respect people's time. I would always show up early just in case, because I could not miss my time, you know? There's a whole production waiting for you. Many people were hired and they're all doing their job. You don't want to be the one that shows up late and delays the whole production. Make sure if you don't know the location, you're tracking it the day before, you will leave earlier. Factoring weather in New York, if there was a snow blizzard, I had to make sure I left an hour early because I couldn't get a cab, I had to book a car, maybe even take the subway, but you have to be disciplined with your time. And part of having good discipline is having a great attitude. You cannot have a bad attitude. Nobody wants to work with a diva or someone who's not gonna be a good listener and respectful. You're there like anyone else. We're all doing a different job, but we're all providing work. So have a good attitude, be polite, be nice to everyone, ask questions, be cooperative, and as a team, that will always work better together. Last one is that you always gotta be ready. Last minute, you may get a call where they say, hey, come to the agency, we need a bikini digitals right now for a client in Paris. Or, hey, you're leaving tomorrow to shoot in the Bahamas for a bikini shoot, or whatever that is. You always gotta be ready. Nails groomed, skin clear, feeling good, bikini ready, you know, groomed, whatever you gotta do. Clean hair when you show up for a photo shoot, clean hair, clean face, nails groomed. And they normally prefer nude colors, but you always gotta be ready. Again, that beautiful canvas that they're gonna work on. And you just gotta be ready all the time. You never know. And it seems like when you're not ready, that call comes where you gotta go. So just always be ready. Be very professional and be smart. It's a business. Learn about the financial side of modeling. You may get a great job where it pays a lot of money and then you don't work for 3 months. So be smart with your money and get advice. Get advice from people that are doing well. Only listen to people that are doing great. If somebody's giving you advice, ask, who do I listen to? Is this person giving me advice doing well? Do they have success? Are they thriving? If not, then listen to someone who is. Go to the successful model in your agency, to the best agent, the best booker in the agency, and ask them for advice. What do I do about this? How can I improve in that? And just being curious, go on Google and researching and watching the lives and success stories of other models. You're gonna learn so much. So guys, I hope this is a good video. I hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to comment below what was your favorite tip. Also, if you have any questions or any other topics that I can make videos for you, just comment below. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.